Welcome to your yin yoga flow for releasing your thighs and hips. Throughout this practice today, we'll be working with using our breath to deepen each posture in order to get the full benefits out of these poses. I invite you to have a couple yoga blocks and a yoga strap nearby in order to support you in this practice today. If you don't have a yoga block or yoga strap, a couple pillows and a towel will do just fine. So if you're ready to get going, take a seat on your mat and let's begin. Wonderful. Let's begin in our Sukhasana easy seat today. Bringing our hands to our knees, sit up tall on your sits bones with a flat back and drop your shoulders down your spine. Allow your eyes to close shut. Drop your chin gently, bowing to your own heart. Take a deep inhale as you fill your lungs with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it all go. One more breath like that. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out audibly. Let it all go. And then take a brief moment to set a personal intention for your practice today. Allow this intention to guide you throughout the rest of your practice and also the rest of your day and week. Focus on manifesting this goal as you inhale through your nose, fill up those lungs. Exhale, open your mouth, sigh it out once again. With each inhale today, we're welcoming oxygen, light, and energy into our bodies. And with each exhale, we're letting go of any negative energy, anything that's no longer serving our bodies. Beautiful. Now begin to flutter your eyes open and make your way into a tabletop pose. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Knees hip distance apart, parallel to one another. Let's take a couple cat-cows here to initiate that breath and movement connection. So inhale, look up to the sky, drop your belly towards the mat, and reach your heart forward between your hands. Exhale as you tuck your chin into your chest, tuck your hips up into your belly, and hollow it out. Inhale, look up to the sky, arch your back for cow. Exhale, chin to chest, belly button to your spine. Press up out of your hands for cat. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, hollow out the belly. Beautiful work. Now return back into that tabletop pose, finding that neutral position with our pelvis, crown of the head reaching forward. Gaze down between your hands. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knee into your chest, step between your hands, foot parallel to the sides of your mat. Coming into our Crescent Lunge on Janayasana. Allow the right knee to be directly over the right ankle. Press into that right knee with both of your hands, interlacing the fingers. As you draw the shoulders down your back, and squeeze your inner thighs together, lengthening that hip flexor of the left leg and getting into that quad muscle. Inhale, reach your heart up to the sky. Exhale, bring your fingertips down to the mat and send your weight over that back knee, straightening the right leg, flexing into those right toes for our half splits pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. Allow the spine to lengthen. Allow your chest to fall towards your shin. Inhale as you draw that right hip back, urge the left hip forward. Exhale, soften into this wonderful hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Come back into that crescent lunge, this time framing the front foot with both hands. Ground down through the left palm and circle the right arm up and back as you bend into the left knee, grabbing onto that left foot with your right hand. Coming into our twisted low lunge, into this nice quad stretch. If you can't reach your foot in this posture, feel free to use that towel to loop around your foot or your yoga strap in order to pull that ankle closer towards your glute with your hands. Inhale, pulling that foot further towards your torso. Exhale, see if you can sink those hips further towards the earth. Finding that squareness in our hips once again. Inhale, gaze back at that foot. Exhale, hold this posture. With every inhalation, welcoming that light, that love, that positive and radiant energy into your being. And with each exhale, softening the muscles that are causing you to hold back. Inhale and exhale. Let go of everything no longer serving you. Wonderful. Gently release that quad. Frame the front foot with both hands and step back into that tabletop pose. Inhale, press up out of your hands. Exhale, step forward with your left foot, frame it with both hands. Be sure that the knee is directly over the ankle and interlace your fingers, pressing into that front knee. Draw the shoulder blades down the back, away from your ears. Tuck the hips up into the belly. You are radiant. You are strong. Breathe and focus on your intention. Inhale. And on your next exhalation, bring those fingertips down to the mat and send your weight over that right knee, extending the left leg and lengthening forward over that leg, coming into that nice calf and hamstring stretch. Ardha Hanumanasana. As you lengthen the lumbar spine, continue to think of squaring off those hips here, feeling free to use your blocks to support you if need be, in order to lengthen that spine. Send breath into that hamstring. Send breath into that calf as you draw the left toes up towards your face. Inhale and exhale. Come back into that low lunge, bend into the left knee. Ground down through the right palm and circle the left arm back as you bend into the right leg, grabbing onto the right ankle with your left hand. Or using a yoga strap or a towel to loop around your ankle in order to pull it closer towards your body. Remember to sink those hips low into the mat to really get the full benefits of this nice deep hip opening and quad stretch. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. Let go of anything in your face or jaw. Remember to soften, to melt, and absorb, welcoming that opportunity, welcoming the light and love of this universe. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Don't allow anything to hold you back. Gaze back at that right foot. Breathe. And on your next exhalation, gently release your foot to the mat and make your way back into your tabletop pose. Let's tuck the toes under and hover the knees above the mat for one breath. Inhale in this bear pose. Send your belly button to your spine. And exhale, beautiful. Send your hips high into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, let's lift the right leg up for a three-legged dog, no higher than your hips here. And then exhale, bring your knee into your chest, step between your hands, and then place the right hand on the inside of the right foot, heel toe the right foot out to the outer edge of your mat, coming into our lizard pose. Feel free to use your blocks to support you here in this posture as well. You can bring your forearms onto your blocks. You can place them underneath your head if you need to rest your forehead down. Whatever feels best for you in this posture. If you have sensitive knees, feel free to keep the knee lifted. Otherwise, relax the knee and release the toes as you really sink deeply into this pose. Again, as we send breath into our hips, opening that knee out to the side and having the weight on the outer edge of that right foot, we're releasing a lot of emotions and built up energetic blocks here. So go easy on your mind, go easy on your body. Don't pass any judgments for any emotions or feelings that might be arising. Allow them to come and go as easy as your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Soften every part of your body. Wonderful. Inhale and exhale. Gently lift your chest up and heel toe that right foot back into your midline. Ground down through your palms and tuck your toes under. Press into your hands and lift the right foot up off the mat, bringing your knee into your chest. Hollow out the belly and exhale as you release that right shin towards your left thumb, coming into our pigeon pose. Inhale, reach your heart high, and exhale as you collapse forward, lengthening that glute muscle, lengthening the front of the left hip once again. Allowing our glute muscle to release will also help us to alleviate that lower back and sciatica pain. So really allow your body to surrender into this pigeon pose. Allow your mind to be calm. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Come back to that intention. Whenever your mind starts to wander into places that you don't wish it to, I invite you to simply focus on those inhales and exhales. See how much air you can drink in and see how long you can let go of that breath. Really prolong each exhalation. This not only helps in soothing our mind, but it also allows us to subconsciously release deeper into these poses. So continue those nice deep breaths, letting go of the negative energy holding you back. Wonderful. Take a deep inhale. Gently bring your chest back up and ground down through your palms. Step back into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale as you flex the left foot, bring it up to your hip height, and bring your knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Heel toe the left foot out to the outer edge of your mat, and drop yourself down into lizard pose. Opening the thighs, opening the hips. Once again, allowing your forehead to release. You can rest it on a block as a pillow. You can push that left knee out to the side as you bring your weight to the outer edge of that left foot. Whatever feels best for you in this lizard pose. Remembering to be in tune with what your body needs, not doing anything to hurt your body or that feels uncomfortable or unsafe for you. You are in control of your own mind. You are strong and resilient. You are radiant and bright. Allow yourself to recognize the light from within as we drink deeply from the well of life. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale, fill up your lungs, and exhale, gently press into your hands, tuck the back toes under, press up out of your palms, puff up your chest, and bring your knee towards your nose. Lift your foot up off of the mat, and exhale as you bring your left shin towards your right thumb. Drop your hips into that pigeon pose. Beautiful. Allow your chest to relax forward, letting go of all muscles, releasing your belly, allowing for that deep and productive breath. Beautiful. Gently take a deep inhale, press back into your hands, and step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, send breath into your hamstrings. Exhale, reach your chest for the mat as you send your sits bones to the sky. Eventually dropping your knees into the mat and walking your hands forward, coming into a child's pose. Rest your forehead into the earth, allowing for a little bit of pressure on that third eye, stimulating that chakra. Beautiful. Allow yourself to gently roll up to a seated position. And then I invite you to grab a block or a pillow at this time and place it comfortably underneath your sits bones, bringing your shins to exactly hip distance apart and feet the same. Allow yourself to rest your sits bones onto that block or pillow, and then press yourself back onto your hands, extending one leg forward out in front of you. Allow whichever leg is extended to simply relax, and whichever knee is bent, press deeply into the mat with that knee as you walk yourself further and further back, eventually resting onto your forearms or far back onto your hands, so your back is at a deep incline for our half hero pose. In this posture, we're getting deep into our quad muscle, allowing for that tension and soreness to be dissolved. So breathe deeply. You can have your head resting wherever is comfortable for you here, as you send love and oxygen into that quad muscle. Allow your belly to be relaxed. Allow your eyebrows to soften. Let go of any judgments entering your mind. Be compassionate and appreciative towards your body. Wonderful. And now inhale, gently press yourself back up to seated on that block. Return back into your full supported hero's pose by bending both knees, and then extend the opposite leg forward, whichever leg you haven't extended yet. Press the knee into the mat of the opposite leg as you walk yourself back, coming into our half hero pose. Allow the quad muscle to extend. Allow your breath to guide this movement backwards. With each inhale, sending love into that thigh, and with every exhale, exploring which part of your body that you can soften a little deeper. Truly surrender into the mat. Wonderful work. Inhale and exhale. Gently return back to seated, extending both legs out in front of you this time and removing the block from out from under your sits bones momentarily. Plant the feet into the mat and bring your hips towards the center of your mat if you haven't already. Allow yourself to roll down entirely onto the mat with your back. Press the bottoms of the feet into the earth parallel to one another, and bring your heels towards your sits bones, knees parallel. Press into your palms and have the block or pillow close by. Inhale as you press into your hands. Exhale as you bring a block underneath your sits bones in the second tallest or lowest setting. Allow your sacrum to rest on the block or pillow for our supported bridge pose. In this Setu Bandha Sarvangasana variation, the hip flexors are allowed to be truly released in this gentle inversion, while we don't have to work any muscles. Try to collapse into the block, into your mat, absorbing the benefits of this posture without doing any work. Simply breathe and allow yourself to relax. You deserve it. Wonderful. Eventually, press into your hands, lift the block out from underneath you, and release your hip bones back down into the earth. Allow your arms to come out to the sides into a T shape, and windshield wipe your knees from one side to the other, gently relaxing and neutralizing the pelvis and spine. Rest both knees over to the left side for a long pause as you gaze to the right with your head. In this gentle supine twist, both shoulder blades should be grounded. Inhale and exhale. Return back to center with both knees and allow them to simply fall to the right side. Gaze over your left shoulder, grounding down through your entire torso. Really root into the mat. Find that grounding energy as you press your palms into the earth. Beautiful. Eventually bringing your knees back to center, and then hug them into your chest. Give yourself one last squeeze. Be as compact as you can possibly be. Hugging the knees closer and closer into your chest. Show your body that love. Maybe even rock gently from side to side. Beautiful. Eventually, when you feel ready, elongate both legs, coming into our final posture of the practice, our Shavasana. We did a lot of hip and quad opening exercises today, so if you feel the need to be a little bit more supported in your Shavasana, I invite you to place a couple blocks or pillows underneath both knees so that your hips can rest a little bit from all of that extension. Wherever you are, let's bring one hand to our chest and one hand to our belly for this Shavasana today. To really ground down, find that stability within our hearts. As we open the toes out to the sides, walk the shoulder blades down the back and allow your hips to be heavy. Allow your belly to release. Close those eyes gently. Come back to your intention, remembering that you are a divine being in a human experience. You are exactly where you're meant to be. The world is bright and full of wonderful opportunities. You are resilient and radiant and capable. You are full of light, and you are fully in control of taking all of those opportunities with an open heart. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Whenever you feel ready to finish off this practice today, go ahead and take a deep inhale, filling up those lungs, and begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Bring your hands off from your belly and chest out to the sides and roll your wrists around in circles. Allow them to extend overhead as you breathe in, point your toes before rolling over onto your left side, our yin side, responsible for that stable feminine energy. Eventually pressing up into our easy seat where we started today. Crossing the legs comfortably, and bring your hands to your heart center this time, Anjali Mudra, our prayer pose. Feeling the energy transfer from one palm into the next. And take a moment of gratitude, recognizing the light within yourself. You are worthy and radiant. The light within me honors and recognizes the light within you. Bring your thumbs to your third eye and bow to your own heart. I send you in love and light. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching Mermaid Yoga. Don't forget to share and like this video and comment any suggestions or requests you might have below. Click that subscribe button to help watch our channel grow. We'll see you again on the mat soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day.